All right, so what happened today? There's a bunch of things that happened today. We traded some penny stocks, some small losses on that, a small loss on an options trade, another small loss, another small loss, and then a massive win on the right options trade. So I was mostly trading the SPY today, but I will show you exactly what I did here on the penny stocks first. So ONCS. Um, ONCS. First off, I'll show you. So the live recording, I did my dual view, but I know there's going to be black bars and my camera's going to look all screwed up, so I'm not going to go through that. I'll just explain it to you, and I'll change that for tomorrow. I'll get back to the regular view with just the one screen, maybe splice them together so you can see both. Just let me know actually what you like. If you kind of don't mind this view, if I went through stuff like this and was explaining. I don't know if you can see this very well on both sides, or if you'd rather have it the other way where it was kind of half and half, like all of my other videos. Where are we here? No, not this one. Not this one either. No, not this one. Um, what is going on here? Like these videos where it's kind of spliced half and half. Just let me know which one you like more, and I will start doing that instead. So, other than that, so ONCS, what happened here? So ONCS pre-market highs were $1.05. I don't know why it's not $1.05. So I was looking, it surged through $1.05 after the open, and I was looking for a dip buy. So I got the first dip buy, and then I had it like a 2-cent stop on 1,000 shares, and then I instantly get stopped out. So I was like, eh. But then I was thinking, okay, this could be just consolidating for a move back towards the high of day. So I got back in at 105, which was the actual level. I got filled on the bid. And then I had a target of past high of day, so past 113. If you look on the daily, we actually have room up here. This is a gap fill over 105 all the way up to like 180, and even the 200 moving average is at 150 here. So I thought we could get a decent move, maybe 20-30 cents, make 200 or 300 bucks. That was kind of the plan. I got a little greedy, maybe I should have sold, but once this came up, I moved my stop to break even. So as it came right back down to my entry at 105, it sold. And that was that. I lost like 30-40 bucks on that or something. AXSM. Now that was a funny one. So usually I'm buying bottoms and trying to sell into pushes, but I managed to do the exact opposite on this. I only took like 300 shares, 400 shares, because I wasn't too sure about this one. This was actually pre-market too. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know what was going to happen. We broke this wedge here. So I bought in, tried to buy in the bid at 363. I managed to top tick the buy. So we're already starting off on the right foot. I was thinking maybe we could make it up closer to the high of day of 439, and if not that, definitely at least towards $4 I would have been selling the first kind of part of the position. But I fumbled with my hotkeys. I had a hotkey to automatically put in a stop order 10 cents below the bid, and then I think it didn't trigger or something. I don't know exactly what happened. I'll show you here. You can see, what is it called? AXSM. AXSM. So I had a stop order at 350, but here it says the stop is at 340, and the bid here is at 346. So I don't know what the hell's going on, and all of a sudden we're under 340. We're at 338. It's still not selling. So I don't think this hotkey likes me, or I don't know what was going on here. But it didn't sell, so I eventually had to manually sell, and I got filled at 338, and I lost like 80 bucks or something. And I pretty much bottom ticked it. It did make a tiny move, I don't know, from 330 up to 360, so that wouldn't have been terrible, but the volume just wasn't there, so I didn't like this at all. I didn't touch it. I was taking paper cuts on the SPY, trying to get in and out. Really good entry, but then I wasn't obeying my rules, and then I had to sell out for a loss. I think the same thing happened again on these SPY puts. I had my first entry and then my add at the actual level that I was risking, and then an immediate stop out because my max loss is $100 per trade, so I didn't want to lose more than 100. And then it started working, and I chased it. Had a nice win. I'll show all these levels on the actual SPY too. Had a nice win, and then had another nice win, and then gave it up on a stubborn hold. So then I was down. I think I was up like $200 on that, and then I was down. So I was like, oh god. But this was the beauty trade. This entry rate here was perfect. I got in here at like 25 or 26 cents, and I was selling at 60-ish cents, and then the last of it at 115. That's crazy. 358% of a gain. I've never done that before. This was the trade where I was actually paying attention to the levels. So what is that? 1022, 1042, and 1102. Okay, that makes it actually really easy. So 1022, my entry. So this is what happened with the SPY. We came up at the open. We surged under this this level here, which is the lows of the open. We surged all the way down. This is where I was chasing it, and I made some, like I said, a decent profit right here, somewhere in this area, and then I gave it up, trying to add to the position, thinking that we were going further down, but then it squeezed instead, and I had to stop out. So sloppy trading. But we eventually came up to this mark, and this was the low of the morning, which was kind of the healthy retracement. So we made a big move at the open, right? We made this big move, and then you're probably looking for a retracement. So the first retracement I was thinking was the lows of pre-market. So I think that's where I took it right there, and you can see that that's what everyone else thought too, because it was heavily rejected with a giant wick. But then it squeezed anyways. So I think that's where I got stopped out. And then the next level here was the open. So that's where I took that position. Remember at, was it 1022? Let's look at it here. 1020, 1021, 1020. No, 1023 is where it was at, because I remember this wicked over 263, and I took it right in this area. That would have been the perfect entry, but this was the next best one. So I took it there. I was risking this level, and then it just started falling apart. I knew that if we made it under this level right here on the daily of 262.50, which is rates here, 262.50 are the double bottom lows of these last two candles, that we would probably go all the way back down to 269.85, 90-ish area. There's a giant pocket in there, and that's exactly what happened. So super happy that I could make up the money and have some profits on the day from that, because this is what happened. So my entry was somewhere up in here, and it rolled all the way over. I think my first sell was, what did I say, 1042? So I sold after the low of day broke right here. I was selling down right in here. An awesome sell. I didn't add up in here, and then I waited for it to fall apart. This is that daily level that I just told you before, where this pocket was. So then I sold as we broke through down in here. For that was the 3%, 300% winner was in there. So if I had to hold on to the whole thing, I would have like doubled my account or something. But I just have a small, not small, but a decent profit on the day. And then I was thinking of taking the calls here, because the calls themselves went from $1 up to $2 in this little kind of bounce, but I felt my emotions were getting really intense. I was feeling really kind of greedy. Even now I'm still kind of worked up, and I just have to go eat. I have to go forget about this, because I could easily give back the profits on this volatility. The options are going up 100% and then chopping in half. and then up 200, and then chopping like 3/4 of it off. So very, very crazy action in the market right now. So I'm just gonna leave it. Wow, that was actually another perfect entry there. I saw that earlier, but I was kind of afraid to take it. So that's what's gonna happen right now. Hopefully that was useful for you guys. We will see you tomorrow.